Welcome to 10 Things You Didn't Know About Payday 2, a series where I go through and shed light on some well-hidden trivia and secrets within the game. As with most of these Things You Didn't Know videos, I'm aware that I'm making a rather bold claim to a very dedicated community, so just to put some risk into it for me and to guarantee I search deep for some lesser known facts, I want to play the classic game with you guys. If you learned something new, drop a like, and if you didn't and I totally wasted your time, don't feel any guilt in pushing that dislike button. Also, if you're new on the channel and like what you see, I'd love it if you hit subscribe and stuck around for more Payday videos like these. I'm getting an exciting new series underway this weekend, so look out for that. That out the way, without further ado, let's get into it. For number 1, did you know you can shoot flashbangs to destroy them before they go off? Yep, not too impressive. I'm guessing you're already aware of that interaction, as there's an achievement based on doing exactly this 30 times. But what you may not have known is that you can also melee flashbangs to the exact same effect. Not something I'd personally recommend doing in real life. Here's something I only recently learned, as I've never been much of a fan of this utility, but let's talk about the over 9000 saw. Most people have a pretty good idea of how to maximize its effectiveness, but did you know, saw damage is converted into soaring effectiveness. This means that skills like Berserker can really improve your deposit box destruction. As you see here, it goes from taking 2 bursts and about 20 durability to just a single touch when I have the Berserker perk active. A fairly useful interaction. So far, we've started off pretty easy, so let's talk about a mechanic you may be unaware of. Did you know there are actually 3 perk decks which are primarily used for stealthing? The last one actually being potentially the most powerful and frequently used by speedrunners. Hacker and Burglar may have skills related directly to stealthing, but the Yakuza perk deck has one amazing inherent utility. When your health is low, i.e. below 50%, you will move at up to 20% speed, something that can easily be achieved with the Molotov cocktail while retaining non-detection. It's a neat trick if you're having a hard time skirting around guards quickly and quietly, and something which is used by many speedrunners. it's a strategy I just learned recently and have been really enjoying. For the next one, I'm going to dive deep into some creepypasta type goings on within the Shacklethorne auction heist. Did you know otherworldly beings of godlike power exist within the Payday universe? Not only are their remains found in Henry's Rock and the Diamond, they're also seen depicted in several historical images. What you may not be aware of is that we can encounter one in the incredibly eerie and atmospheric Shacklethorne auction heist as an Easter egg. For those of you that followed the elaborate Payday secret, you'll probably be familiar both with the Easter egg and its provenance, but for those of you that didn't, it's an amazing bit of environmental storytelling and something that will catch you completely off guard. It can be seen in the distance towards the back garden at the point of a lightning crash. These lightning crashes happen quite rarely, so you really do have to be patient. These creatures go by the title Nephilim, supernatural beings that are tied to the deeper storyline of Payday 2. Strangely, they're not the only godlike beings within the game, but I've said enough. If that has done enough to pique your interest and you'd like to hear more about the full Payday lore and history, stick around on this channel as I have a rather special series starting up this weekend. Next up, let's head over to the Safe House, a veritable lockbox of secrets and Easter eggs you have to check out. In today's video, I'm just going to scratch the surface, but did you know? After completing Payday 2's Heat Street heist and regaining custody of the consistently unlucky Matt Roscoe, Hoxton's ex-cellmate and 2-time anti-Payday gang conspirer, he will end up as Jacket's unwilling prisoner, found on his couch. In Jacket's room, you can even melee him for a few unique lines of unfortunate dialogue, and for that sweet Hoxton RP. That's what you get for crossing the Payday crew.
Just keep the psychos off me, okay?
Here's something I'm sure won't catch out many of you, but I really did want to share for those of you newer players who aren't aware. The Safe House is full of cool minigames and fun interactions, as well as obvious weapon testing utilities. Some of these are even involved in the Payday 2 secret ending. Most are unlocked as you level up the house's room, so try and save your Continental coins for these in particular. In Scarface's room, there's a fully playable piano, so good luck with that unless you're trying out the secret ending. Bonnie has a gambling den with a simplified 2-color roulette and a slot machine where you can bet your in-game cash. Sokol has a timing-based ice hockey minigame, complete with defending tasers and bulldozers. Wick's upgrade will take you into the pit to test your speed and accuracy in the Call of Duty style kill house course, which is the basis for the Cursed Kill Room heist. And finally, Joy brought the most fleshed out minigame, full on Space Invaders within the Payday safe house. You can even go to Sydney's area in the garage and check out the newest mod workshop creations in the game. An awesome little endorsement. Head down there, have a look, and give them a go. I'm sure I'll be heading back to the safe house for many a future hidden secret, so don't worry if I miss something here, but let's move on. The next one is undoubtedly something you've experienced, but not necessarily a mechanic you fully understood. Most of you will know when hit by a normal gunshot, it will never do health damage as long as you have even a single point of armor. And this is what makes Bullseye such an amazing skill. However, when snipers hit you, they ignore this health gate completely, doing damage to your health minus whatever armor you have, which is why snipers are so widely hated by those of us anarchist users on death sentence, breaking your otherwise pretty unkillable builds. Whilst not a hugely popular heist, the Cursed Kill Room was a Halloween seasonal event heist with some pretty unique time-sensitive objectives. But did you know there's a hugely useful panic button that can save death sentence attempts? If you shoot the tiny pumpkin found above this wall, you will take out every living enemy on the map at the time. Great if you need ammo in a pinch, or to clear out an impending wave of zombie cops and get those important revives. At number 9, did you know, as unrealistic as it is, it's possible to go into police custody without the police actually ever showing up. If you die to self-inflicted damage or falling damage while undetected, if you're not revived in time, you will head straight into the clutches of the DC police. When it comes to being released, fortunately no hostage trade is needed, and you'll be released normally after serving your time, which is 2 minutes apparently. This is something I've experienced an embarrassing number of times, but never really thought about how truly ludicrous it is the cops arresting you for really hurting yourself, even though they've never shown up. Finally, we have a fairly simple one, but something that I personally wasn't aware of until a couple of days ago. Did you know that there is a hard cap limit on loose cash items you can pick up? This is set to the rather arbitrary $2.8 million, a figure which you won't reach easily or often, so is barely an issue. However, you can get to that 2.8 million consistently in the Big Oil Day 1's basement ATMs, making this one of the few ways the cap can actually be seen. And that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and did learn something new. Let me know how you fared from the like and dislike system, and leave your fun facts and Easter eggs in the comments down below. If you comment something that I wasn't aware of, I'll be sure to put it in a future episode of things you didn't know about Payday 2. Hopefully, I'll see you all for the launch of my story series this weekend. Take care.